Welcome to Atlas Learn English. Do you wake up every day wanting to speak English, but not knowing where to start? This episode is for all levels, from beginner to intermediate. If you are a beginner, listen to this episode 2 or 3 times and focus on shadowing the simple sentences. If you are intermediate, listen once, take notes, and focus on thinking in English after the episode ends. If you are advanced, use this episode to practice natural rhythm and test yourself by explaining the ideas in your own words. Today, something very important will be shared, something very powerful. English can change in only 6 months. 6 months is not a long time. It sounds short, but it can make a big difference. Maybe the thought comes that this is not possible. Maybe the question is, do I need 5 years or 10 years? But the answer is clear. 6 months is enough to see real change. 6 months is enough to feel different. If English becomes part of every single day, if English surrounds like the air that is breathed, progress will be seen. Day by day, little by little, growth will happen. Now the question may come, how can change happen in 6 months? What must be done every day? How can momentum continue for so long? Will tiredness come? Will motivation disappear? These are great questions, and today in this episode, answers will be given. Difficult theory will not be shared. Big grammar rules will not be taught. Something simple will be offered instead. Clear guidance will be shown on what to do when listening, what to do when speaking, what to do when reading, and when writing. How to think in English will also be covered, and how to keep a strong mind when the journey feels hard. At the end of this episode, the plan will be clear. Understanding will come about how 6 months can change English ability, and maybe even change a life. So stay close, listen carefully, shadow the words, if that feels helpful. This can be the first step on a personal journey. Let's begin. The first thing that needs understanding is this word. Immersion. Immersion means living in English. It is not the same as studying for 10 minutes and then closing a book. That is not immersion. Immersion means English becomes part of daily life. It means English is present all the time. Not just in class, not just once a week, but every single day. When morning comes, English is heard. Maybe a podcast plays. Maybe a short video is watched. Maybe a song is listened to. From the very first minutes of the day, English is already in the ears. When time alone comes, silence does not stay. English is spoken. Talking to oneself can happen. Describing what is happening can be done. Simple sentences can be said, like making coffee, washing the face, getting ready for work. These are simple sentences, but they are very powerful because they make English part of daily routine. When a walk happens, thinking in English can take place. Looking around and trying to use English words in the mind becomes practice. If the sky is seen, the thought can come, the sky is blue. If a tree is seen, the thought can be, the tree is tall. If a dog is seen, the thought can come, the dog is running. Thinking in English while walking is a simple way to train the brain. At the end of the day, before bed, something in English can be read. It does not need to be long or difficult. Even 1 page is enough. The important thing is that the day finishes with English. The day begins with English and ends with English. In this way, English is always around, like the air that is breathed. The beginning is not easy at first. Tiredness will come. Confusion may appear. Listening may bring the feeling of, I don't understand anything. That is normal. That is part of the process. It is like when exercise starts after a long time. The first days feel heavy. Muscles are sore. The desire to stop is strong. But if the effort continues, the body becomes stronger. It is the same with the brain. In the first weeks, the brain is waking up. It is saying, this is new, this is hard. But slowly, the brain becomes ready. Slowly, English feels more natural. So stopping must not happen. Giving up must be avoided. Remember, immersion is not about perfection. It is about presence. It is about living inside the language every day. The first big part of immersion is listening. Listening is very important. Listening is like food for the brain. When the body is hungry, it needs food. Without food, the body is weak. In the same way, without listening, English will stay weak. English will not grow strong. So from the very first day of immersion, listening a lot must happen. Imagine this picture. Morning comes. The sun is rising. Coffee or tea is made. Many people put on music in their own language, but a different choice can be made. On an English journey, something else happens. Instead of music in a native language, something in English plays. Maybe a podcast, maybe a simple video, maybe even a song with easy words. Teeth are brushed. Breakfast is prepared. And in the background, English sounds are heard. Maybe not everything is understood. That is okay. Understanding is not the only goal at the beginning. What matters is this. The ears are listening. The brain is catching the rhythm. English is entering the mind, even without noticing. Later during the day, listening can also happen. When a walk takes place, English can fill the ears. When cooking happens, something in English can play. When a room is cleaned, English can fill the space. A special time or place is not needed. The perfect time is not tomorrow. The perfect time is not when freedom comes. The perfect time is always now. In the first days, maybe only one word is caught, maybe two words. Maybe only sounds are heard with no meaning. Sadness should not come. Stopping should not happen. After a few weeks, more words will be caught. Small sentences will begin to appear. After some months, the story will be understood. The meaning will be clear. The message will come through. Listening every day is like training the ears. The ears become stronger. The brain becomes faster. English will not sound strange anymore. It will sound normal. It will sound familiar. Listening is powerful. Listening gives the brain food. But listening is not enough. The mouth must also open. Speaking must also happen. Speaking every day is the second key to English transformation. Transformation means change. Many learners wait for a perfect chance. They say, I will speak only when a native speaker is met. I will speak only when travel happens. I will speak only when my English is better. But that is a mistake. If waiting happens for the perfect moment, the wait may last forever. The perfect moment is not later. The perfect moment is now. A native speaker is not needed. A teacher is not required. Speaking can happen right now, today, even when alone. How does this work? It is simple. When alone, talking to oneself in English can happen. Describing what is happening becomes practice. If walking is happening, the words can come, I am walking. If cooking is happening, the words can be, I am cooking. If tea is being drunk, the words can be, I am drinking tea. These are simple sentences. They are short and easy, but they are very powerful because they train the tongue. They make the mouth practice English sounds every day. Another powerful method is shadowing. Shadowing means listening to a sentence and then repeating it immediately. Not in the head, but out loud. The rhythm is copied. The sound is copied. The music of the words is copied. At first, it feels strange. Laughter at oneself may come. The thought may be, this is silly. But little by little, it feels natural. The tongue learns the shape of English. The mouth learns the flow of English. Think about this. If speaking out loud happens every day for 6 months, what will the result be? The mouth will move more easily. Words will come faster. Sentences will not be stuck inside the head. They will come out smoothly, like water flowing from a river. So this must be remembered. Listening feeds the brain, but speaking trains the mouth. Both are needed. Listening gives input. Speaking gives output. Listening fills the cup. Speaking lets the water flow out. After listening, and after speaking, there is another very important step. The next step is to think in English. This is not just important. It is powerful. When thinking in English becomes possible, everything becomes easier. If translation always happens in the head, from a native language into English, slowness will stay. Heaviness will remain. Freedom will not come. The process will always stop with the question, how do I say this in English? But if thinking happens directly in English, speaking will be faster. Naturalness will increase. Confidence will grow. So how can thinking in English be practiced? It can be done every day. Just 5 minutes can be taken. 5 minutes is not a long time. In those moments, the decision comes, now I will think only in English. In these 5 minutes, small easy questions can be asked. The question can be, what do I want to eat? Then the answer comes. The question can be, where will I go today? Then the answer follows. The question can be, what do I need to buy? The answer comes in English. Even if the sentences are very short, even if they are very simple, that is fine. What matters is not the size of the sentence. What matters is that the brain is practicing. At the beginning, this feels difficult. The mind will want to go back to the native language. The brain will say, this is too hard. But a little push must come. Stopping must not happen. If the effort continues, day by day, the brain will become stronger. After some weeks, a small change will be noticed. After some months, surprise will come. Walking down the street will bring a moment when suddenly thoughts are heard in English. The thought will come, the sun is hot today. The thought will be, I am late for the bus. The thought will be, that shop looks interesting. And something amazing will be realized. Translation is not happening anymore. Thinking is happening directly in English. That is a sign of deep progress. That is a sign that the brain is changing, is transforming. So this must be remembered. Listening trains the ears. Speaking trains the mouth. And thinking trains the brain. When all three are combined, speed comes, naturalness appears, and confidence grows. But there is one more secret, and maybe this secret is the most important of all. It is not about listening. It is not about speaking. It is not about reading or writing. It is about the mind. It is about attitude. It is about mindset. Mindset means how thinking happens. Many learners stop because the mind becomes negative. They say, English is too hard. English is too difficult. They say, I am too old. I will never learn. These thoughts are very dangerous. They kill motivation. They make stopping happen before progress is seen. So what must be done? The voice inside the head must change. The inner voice must become positive. When tiredness comes, the word should not be, I cannot. The word should be, I am learning. When mistakes happen, the word should not be, I am bad at English. The word should be, I am improving. When slowness is felt, the word should not be, I am stupid. The word should be, every day I get better. These words are not just sentences. They are energy. They are like fuel for the brain. They give power to continue. Remember, immersion is not about perfection. Being perfect is not required. Knowing every word is not necessary. Speaking like a native is not the goal. Immersion is about progress. It is about being a little better today than yesterday. It is about taking small steps again and again until those small steps become a big journey. So here is the challenge. Take the next 6 months and live inside English. Not just 10 minutes. Not just once a week. Every day. Live in English. Breathe English. Surround yourself with English. Listen every day. Fill the ears with English when waking up, when walking, when cooking, when resting. Let English be the sound of the day. Speak every day. Do not wait. Do not stay silent. Open the mouth. Say simple sentences. Talk to yourself. Shadow the words that are heard. Make the tongue and mouth strong in English. Think in English every day. Tell the brain, now for 5 minutes, I will think only in English. Ask questions, then answer them in English. If this is done for 6 months, real change will be seen. Surprise will come. Freedom will be felt. Fluency will grow. Pride will appear. The feeling will come, English is part of me. The 6-month English transformation starts today. Yes, today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Now, here is the task. After this episode ends, record yourself speaking for 1 full minute. Talk about your day, describe what you see, or explain why you want to learn English. Do not stop. Do not think too much. Just speak and let the words flow. This is your first step. This is Atlas Learn English. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. Goodbye for now.